So I've been reading a lot of romance this summer, so I wanted to do a little, I guess, summer wrap up of all the books I've read this summer, because I have actually got my reading groove back, so I've actually read a pretty decent amount for me over the past couple of months, and I'm pretty impressed with myself, because before this I had read this exact same amount in half a year. So yeah, I've got a list of, how many? I've got a list of 5 romance books, or I guess one is more just contemporary and not so heavy on the romance, but all of them do have romance on some level. So I don't even know how I ended up going on this binge. I have actually bought even more romance books than this that I haven't gotten to yet, and I'm really excited to read them too. I think a lot of it might be because I found Mina Reed's channel, because she reads a lot of romance, and I actually found the first book on this list through her, and that kind of sparked this whole thing. Her channel is really fun. I recommend checking it out if you haven't. I have my alpaca here so I don't feel so awkward not holding anything, because all of these books I have read are ebooks, so I don't have any covers to show you and my hands feel empty. The book I'm starting this whole binge off with was Meet Cute Club by Jack Harban, and it's basically about this guy who has a romance book club called Meet Cute Club, and he gets the books for the club from the bookstore every week to make sure people are still willing to participate by not having to buy the books themselves. And at the bookstore there's this guy Rex, and he kind of makes fun of the other guy. I'm totally blanking on his name. Oh my god. Jordan? I think that was it. Yeah, he totally makes fun of Jordan for buying a bunch of romance books, but then Jordan is so passionate about defending them that Rex gets kinda interested in him and ends up joining the book club as well. And they fall in love, and it's really cute. This was the first contemporary romance I have read in so long, so it was kinda interesting dropping back into that genre, and I hadn't realized just how smutty the book was. So I was expecting just a really cute fluffy thing, but it was a bit more than that. But I really enjoyed it. It was really cute and fun, and kinda reminded me too that I actually used to enjoy books with romance a lot, and I just haven't read them for a long time for some reason. And yeah, it's an Own Voices gay romance too, so if that's something you're interested in, you should really check it out. It's also really short, so it's really quick to get through. And the next book I read was With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This was a total impulse buy. I saw Xialea posting lists of good book deals on Twitter, and I saw that one, and I remembered I had seen people saying that the author is really good. So I picked it up and I loved it so much I couldn't put it down. This was a total 5-star read for me, and I wasn't expecting it at all, because, well, I kinda bought the book blindly. I didn't even know what it was really about, other than the cover was really pretty and that I knew it had cooking, and that's about it. It's about this teen mom, Emoni. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. She's in high school and she has a 2-year-old baby and all that. And she really loves cooking and wants to become a chef, and she takes these culinary classes, and there's also this new guy at the school, and they become friends and maybe a little more. It's really sweet, because even though there's a lot of more serious themes, like the struggles of being a teen mom and not having a ton of money and all that, but the whole vibe of the book was just so positive. It made me happy. and I wanted Imoni to be able to be happy and do all the things she wanted to do that she thought she might not be able to because of being a mom. So yeah, it was so good. I need to read other books by this author, definitely, because I just loved it a lot. And I think I may need to get a physical copy of it because I found out the hardcover has like this really pretty fruit pattern under the dust jacket. And I love fruit patterns. This book was just so good. I recommend highly. And the next book I read was a really random choice because I didn't really have anything else on my Kindle app at that point. I was just browsing through it in the middle of the night, trying to figure out if I was in the mood for anything, and I noticed I had picked up Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen at some point, and I decided to just start reading it out of curiosity because I have never read it before in school or anything, and I don't really read classics, so I was kinda expecting it to just be boring, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was totally unexpected, even though it required a lot of getting used to the language because it's older, and it always took me a long time to figure out what people were trying to say and stuff at first, but it just turned out to be actually kind of fun. I'm glad I read it as kind of like for fun reasons rather than having to read it for school or something, because I'm sure I wouldn't have enjoyed it then. It was just surprisingly enjoyable, and the relationship between Elizabeth and Darcy was just really interesting. Like when Darcy confessed his feelings to her and she turned him down so harshly, I was just like, wow. Yeah, I think I need to check out any movies or other adaptations of this because I enjoyed it an unexpected amount. And then I jumped back into more contemporary stuff and I read Let's Talk About Love by Claire Kahn. It was something kind of new to me too, because the main character Alice was asexual, so that's something I haven't really, at least I haven't read in books before, at least in a way that I know the character is asexual, and it's kind of a big part of the whole book. It was a really cute romance, once again. Like, I enjoyed the romance side of the book a lot, and I could relate to Alice a lot with her whole struggles with her identity and stuff, because like she meets this new guy at her job at the library and she's like, oh no, he's hot. And then she goes into a total spiral of, wait, am I asexual after all or what? Their relationship was really sweet. Only thing that bothered me was that her friends were really they were kinda shitty. At first they seemed like they were super supportive and I was like so excited, like yay, she has nice friends, but then it all went downhill and I was kinda disappointed. But at least all that got fixed in the end, but all that drama annoyed me so much. And also Alice was a little bit like, I guess, bad at making decisions for herself, which, okay, relatable, but even like she was struggling with what she wants to study because she didn't want to study law like her parents wanted her to, and she also didn't really seem to know what she wanted to do, and then she figures that out by basically her friend telling her like, okay, you're gonna do this, and she's like, okay. And that was kinda strange. I have a lot more to say about this book because it's more fresh in my memory. But yeah, overall it was an enjoyable book. It just had some aspects that didn't really vibe that well with me. And the last book on my romance binge was Soft on Soft by Mina Wahid. And it really lived up to the title. It was soft, alright. Even the synopsis of it stated that it's like a fluffy romance with no drama, and it delivered on that front. It had like this makeup artist girl, June. Yeah, her name was June. I'm so bad at names. Apparently, one of the main characters, June, is a makeup artist, and the other main character, Serena, is a model. And June like does looks for her sometimes, and they both have crushes on each other, and then they end up dating. It's just really sweet. Serena is it Serena or Serena? Oh my god. Anyway, the model girl is demisexual, so she's kinda on the ace spectrum, and June is pansexual, so it's just a whole lot of queer love going around, and it's really wholesome. It's just about how their relationship develops, and it's guaranteed it's all happy. So if you need like a short little dose of happiness, soft on soft is good. It was kind of obvious that the book needed maybe a bit more editing, because I spotted a lot of typos and stuff, and like sentences missing words and stuff, but it didn't bother me enough to take me away from the story. It was just one of those things that was really nice to read before going to bed, because then you go to bed with happy feels. So yeah, I've been on a happy book binge, and now I'm totally throwing all that out the window, because I just started These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong, because I happened to get lucky and got an arc from NetGalley. But I'm really excited to read that one, because I just read the first chapter last night and it sounded so good. Like the writing was really good, and it was just really intriguing, because like it's Romeo and Juliet retelling, and it takes place in 1920s Shanghai. So like the time period and location are something I haven't read before, so I'm excited about possibly learning new things about history. And also like I don't think I have read Romeo and Juliet retellings before, but I have read Romeo and Juliet back in high school, so that's gonna be interesting to see how much I recognize. I'm really excited to read that. But yeah, I hope you found some maybe happy reads from this list that I just went through, because I really enjoyed all of these books, and they brought me much joy, especially with The Fire on High, because that book was so amazing. Like it's the least heavy on the romance, but the story was just so good, and I loved the characters, and it made me feel good inside. Also, might be worth pointing out that I think all of the authors except for Jane Austen obviously are authors of color. I'm just glad I have found many new authors that I like, and also just new books that I like, and I have like gained back my, I guess, passion for reading. Because I've been in such a bad slump for like the past year. So it's nice to like actually just breeze through books in a couple of weeks, which is crazy fast for me. Yeah, all of these have been kind of on the shorter side, like maybe I think all of them were less than 300 pages except With the Fire on High, and I actually read With the Fire on High in like a week or 2 weeks, I'm not sure, but I read it insanely fast. I just wanted to share these books that I have read through the summer, because I have clearly had a theme. I didn't plan on it, but it happened. I still have Beach Read on my list and Loveless, and I think I had another Meet Cute one, but nothing to do with Meet Cute Club, but I also got that one a while ago. I guess I kinda burned myself out of fantasy books, because I have not been in the mood for those at all, and that used to be like my absolute favorite genre. So it's been nice to explore stuff I wouldn't usually pick up, like classics and contemporary and romance, even though I actually kinda originally got back into reading like maybe 5 or 6 years ago because of romance books, because I discovered Felicia Day's book club. I've kinda technically gone back to my roots but also like exploring genres I wouldn't usually. I hope you found something nice to read, and do recommend me more cute books too. That's it for this video. Bye!